Alright, starting off with a 1964. Now we will get into the 2000s, 2021 coins in this video as well. This is a 1964 D mint mark Roosevelt Dime. Now this coin here is 90% silver. It is the last year that they produced these 90% silver dimes for circulation. Now you'll see here on the obverse of the coin, that extra metal on the rim, that is a die break, which is also called a cud. You can look for these on all kinds of different coins, and actually we're going to show you another one here in the next photos. This coin here ended up selling for $107 at auction. It has not been graded or authenticated, but it is a genuine mint error. It is a die break. Now here is a 1972 Jefferson Nickel with a nice die break as well, going through or over on top of the word Liberty there on the obverse of the coin. So again, this coin is very circulated. You know, it's been out there for a while, but someone found it and made some money on it. The coin sold for $59 at auction. So you can't beat that, man. Finding a nickel in your pocket change, selling it for 60 bucks nearly. Now here's a 1972, this coin is graded, 1972 penny here. So this Lincoln cent is a result of a split die strike. It is graded by Annex, so you'll see that there on the obverse of the coin where the die was split. I mean, pretty obvious mint error there. This coin ended up selling for $287 online on eBay. So pretty nice mint error there that you could always be on the lookout for. The coin's only graded at a mint state 60 brown, so you know, not super high, you know, mint state red grade or anything. 287 bucks. Now here is a Jefferson Nickel. This coin has not been graded either. Most of these coins that we're going to look at have not been graded. But this is a 1978 Jefferson Nickel that was struck onto a Lincoln cent planchet. So that's why it has that copper coloration to it, and why the whole design there is being cut off from the coin. Now this coin ended up selling for $228 with multiple bids on this auction. So here's a similar example. It's a Washington quarter that was struck onto a Jefferson Nickel planchet from 1979 here. You'll see the Liberty being cut off there, $quarter on the reverse being cut off. This coin ended up selling for over $200 at auction without the coin being graded. Moving right along to another Washington quarter from 1983. Looks very normal here on the reverse of the coin, but here on the obverse you'll see that large indent there at the top of the coin. Now this coin has not been graded either, and the coin still sold for $150 on eBay. Next up is a Jefferson Nickel. Looks pretty rough here on the reverse of the coin, and it is. The coin has been damaged, it's been circulated, but here on the obverse it does have that mint error. It is a die cap error. You know, it's not the best one in the world, but it's something to always look out for in your pocket change. The nickel still sold for $70 online, so you know, it's a $70 nickel, even in that condition, not too bad. Here's another Washington quarter from 1986. The coin has been struck off center, very visible off center there. This coin ended up selling for $196 at auction, even being ungraded. Not too bad. Now here is a nice 1991 Roosevelt Dime that sold for $187. It has a very large die cap. Awesome coin here. If I had this, I would definitely get it graded. Like I say, 187 bucks for 10 cents. Now here is a 1995 more modern Washington quarter here as we go. This quarter here sold for $232 at auction because it has been broad struck, which you can see around the rim of the coin. Definitely don't get these confused with dryer coins. You know, if you put a coin in a dryer, it will look similar to this around the rim of the coin, but this is actually a broad strike. Now here's a 1997 Lincoln cent. This penny here sold for $292 at auction because of that large die break there on the obverse of the coin. So you'll see that going through Lincoln's head, the extra metal there, also referred to as a cud. Once again, here on the reverse, you'll see it faded out as a result of that. $292. Here's another nice broad strike, pretty large broad strike here on the 1999 Jefferson Nickel. This coin here ended up selling for $69 at auction. Again, an ungraded coin, almost a $70 nickel there. Here is a graded example of the state quarter from 1999, the Delaware state quarter. Now this coin has been double struck. Very, very nice double strike there. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. I would love to come across something like this. It is graded by PCGS at a Mint State 64. And this coin ended up selling for around $500 on eBay. Man. Such a nice mint error there, that second strike being 20% off center. Next up, speaking of off centers, next up is a 2000 New Hampshire state quarter that was struck off center. This coin ended up selling for $67 on eBay. It is also ungraded. Now here is a 2001 Roosevelt Dime. This coin has been circulated, you know, not in very good condition at all. However, it does have a shattered die. So you can see that there, starting from one side of the coin, going all the way through Roosevelt's face and head, and then going all the way to the other side of the coin. Pretty cool mint error here. This coin ended up selling for $87. You know, very good condition coins are, you know, very good examples of these shattered dies that are graded at some high grades, end up selling for some pretty good money. Now here is an Alabama state quarter from 2003. This coin also was struck off center like the other state quarter, and this coin ended up selling for $56 on eBay. This next coin here has a defective clad layer. It's the 2018 Cumberland Island quarter. Looks normal on the reverse, but here on the obverse is where you see that defective clad layer. This coin ended up selling at auction for $122. Not too bad for a 2018 quarter that has not been graded. 122 bucks. Here's the 2020 National Park quarter. So the American Samoa quarter here. Now you can look for different strike throughs on these coins, but as we zoom in there on the bat's eye, that's where you see the strike through. There's also other examples that are a little smaller than this, and much larger examples where it takes up the whole bat's face, where the strike through is. So something to always look for on your 2020 quarters, because it does give them some value. This quarter ended up selling for $53 at auction. Moving on to a 2021 quarter. Now this is the crossing, the Delaware quarter. Of course, they went back to the original obverse design, which I like. And here on the reverse, I've done a whole video on these coins. You'll see on top of Washington's hat, that large die break there. Die chips are on these as well. You'll see, you know, smaller examples of this, but if you find one with that's this large, these ones are selling for pretty decent money. $80 for this quarter. So not too bad. You know, some of them are selling for hundreds of dollars in better condition. Speaking of hundreds of dollars, this 2021 penny sold for $600 at auction. Oh man, it's got a nice retained cud there. That is like the top thing to look for on the 2021 penny. These things are selling like crazy on eBay. So if you come across a 2021 penny and it has this retained cud, you know, there are different stages of this, so you will see other different examples of this, of course. Much smaller retained cud. This coin, like I said, sold for 600 bucks. So always be on the lookout for that, especially if you find any 2021 penny rolls from the bank. Moving on to the Tuskegee Airmen 2021 quarter, you can always look for the strike through errors on these coins. The building kind of looks like it's on fire as a result of the strike through. So always pay attention to your 2021 quarters as well. This quarter ended up selling for $162 on eBay, as is ungraded, $162. So right when you find those, you know, new coins when they come out every year, you know, always search for the errors, because if you find the errors, the sooner you find them and the sooner you get them up on eBay, the more you typically can get out of the coin. Now here's a no dated Washington quarter. Looks very normal here on the reverse. We'll see it faded out there on the word states, because on the opposite side of the coin, on the obverse here of the quarter, you'll see that it has a die break there covering up the date at the bottom of the coin. So that large cud there ended up making this quarter sell for $90 at auction. Again, an ungraded coin. Now here's a Roosevelt Dime. Again, looks normal here on the reverse, but here on the obverse of the coin, you'll see that it has that reverse brockage. So you'll see the reverse design kind of mirrored in there a little bit. You will not see the obverse design as a result of the mint error. So this dime ended up selling at auction for $58. Not too bad. It's 58 bucks for 10 cents. I'll take it any day of the week. So feel free to check out my other modern coin videos here on the channel. We'll have those videos pop up in just a second. And don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.